Showtime. I remember when Ghost first came out. I loved it, and I still love it, so no changes there. I even bought the Mystery Skulls album because of the animation, which, here it is. If you've ever played Rhythm Heaven Fever, this animation is just like it, with the bouncy motion to the beat of the music. There are even references to the game in the video. Well, the game and some other things Mystery Ben likes. The other bouncy music animations he's done before this make it clear he's a really good animator, but you'll notice the difference between Ghost and the others. There's this polished veneer compared to the other animations. Part of that has to be putting in the extra time since it's an official music video, not just a fan animation. The other part of it, though, is thanks to the team contributing to Ghost versus just Mystery Ben doing it by himself. The music video benefits from 3 animators, 3 background artists, and 1 special effects artist. Although I'm a bit curious about how Ben found his teammates. If you look through their galleries, you'll notice a lot of fan art from the same show, so I suspect they all know each other through that. And the same team of people made the sequel to Ghost, so I also suspect they're friends, or well, they at least get along. So if you're wondering about how internet animators get jobs, a lot of it is through connections. It's all about who you know. Well, hey, that applies to other industries too, so get to know people. Get to know people who like to make bouncy animations like you. That covers the motion aspect of Ghost. Most of it is simple but professional puppet motion in Flash, and it's really the beat bouncing movement that makes it stand out. The other 2 strong points it has are, first of all, its callback to Scooby-Doo, and second of all, its character design and development. Having this Scooby-Doo-esque feel to it gives us as the viewers a reference point for what's going on. It's a trip down nostalgia lane. Since the story overall is told well, like it should be, you don't need to know what Scooby-Doo is to understand what's happening, but it's like a bonus for all of us who've seen the show. And in my mind, that is the best way to pay homage to something. What you make needs to stand on its own, so even if someone doesn't get the reference, they can still enjoy it. The original characters that are in Ghost are all great. They each have a key color and details that make them interesting, like Arthur's prosthetic arm, his beard, and his bangs. A typical Flash animation would use the same character base and change some colors, maybe add a few props, accessories, but the characters here each have their own body shape model. It costs a lot of extra time to do that, but it looks much better. It emphasizes the uniqueness of each character. You can watch Ghost a couple times and still notice new things about it, like the differences in the mirror reflections. Vivi standing down here. Heck, it took me a few watches to get a solid interpretation of the story down, but I'm fine with that. I like it. I like to have to do some thinking to put the pieces together. The tough part for the video writers is to make it mysterious, but not so complicated and vague that the person watching it will never figure out what the writer was thinking. People can't read your mind. You have to give them clues. Things they might not notice at first until you do something to point it out. Oh, wait. Was his arm like that the whole time? Oh yeah, it was. How did I not notice that? Oh, hold up. These 2 know each other. How? Why? Oh, I need to know. Oh no, it's so tragic. Tragic love. My favorite kind. I like the pain. The video is only 4 minutes and 30 seconds, and by the end of it, you know that each character has their own story, their own personality, and you know that there's more to be told, and you want to know more. And it only took 4 minutes. There wasn't a big pilot episode or anything. Just 4 minutes, here's your characters, here's the things that are weird about them, go. If you can pull off such a solid but faceted story in that short amount of a time, you too will cause earthquakes of fan art and beggars lining the streets pleading for a sequel. And I would call that a success. Today's question: how did you come up with your username? Put your story in the comments. I went through my fan art and picked out all of the ones from people with strange usernames. So, first up is Bee Machine. Different from your standard issue Machine Bee, the Bee Machine is capable of producing 27,000 bees a day. It's not just one bee, it's many. But if you aren't sold on bees, how about Gasoline Spurt? Definitely a different name, I think based on a love of warrior cats and toxic substances. Not into things you shouldn't drink? Well, how about Vitaminbob? You must really enjoy vitamins. Hey, the Flintstones vitamins I ate as a kid tasted like candy. I won't judge. Autumn Mold. I'd like to know the story behind this name, since mold isn't exactly my go-to source for happy thoughts. Moving the focus away from mold, let's do Mouth Focus. Let's focus on the mouth there. Zoom in, more. Good. Mouth focus. And finally, my personal favorite name of the bunch, Narg-annoying. When somebody makes you mad and they're annoying, they're just so Narg-annoying. Hey, Narg on its own is great too. Narg. Hi, I'm Narg. Nice to meet you.